Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Steezy and welcome to my predictions for the Premier League season 2014-2015. This should be, well, the Premier League's 2 weeks away and I'm really excited because Chelsea got a few new signings, my club. And a few of my other favorite English clubs are in the Premier League, including Leicester and Hull this year. Well, Hull was last year, but anyways, here we go. In number 20th spot we have... I picked West Bromwich Albion in last because they just didn't, last season they just didn't look like a club that was really, you know, that even looked like they even wanted to win matches, so that's not going to get you anywhere in the Premier League, so I put West Brom in 20th. In 19th we have... I'm picking Burnley for 19th, and you know what guys, I'm sorry, I don't know too much about Burnley. I don't know how good they are, who their big players are. Like, I know Danny Ings will have to be good for them to be in the Premier League for more than one season, but, so yeah, I'm not, you know, I can't really base this off of what I actually know, because I don't. So yeah guys, I'm sorry about that, but in 18th, I have chosen... I hate to say it, but I'm going to say Aston Villa 18th, and that's only because, I know you guys are just like, you're an idiot, Drew, you're an idiot, but no, I'm going to say it because they got $3 million, that's it, they only got $3 million in spending transfers for this window, and I don't even know who they got. They didn't get too many, like, nobody big that I knew of, so, and they struggled last season, they got 15th in the Premier League, so I think they're going to start to slide a little bit further down, and I think they're just going to get relegated this year. Yeah, so in 17th, just staying out of the relegation zone, I say it's going to be... I'm going to say it's going to be Leicester City, because with Nugent, if he can go out there and score goals like I've seen him score in preseason this year, like that one, whoa, it has some curl on it. I'll see if I can put it in the video. If not, sorry, but it was wonderful. So with goals like that, I think that Leicester City... And well, with him up front, Leicester City, I think should stay out of relegation, and I think in the next few years they're gonna try and progress to a top 10 team. In 16th place, 16th place we have. I picked the Black Cats for 16th because they just refuse to die. They literally refuse. They can be dead last the whole season and then come back in the last, like, I don't know, 10 games and then finish almost mid-table, because I'm looking, they finished pretty well last season. So yeah, I'm going to put the Black Cats in 16th because they just refuse to lose. In 15th we have... In 15th, I'm going to say Hull City Tigers this season because they got some good new signings here. They got Livermore, Snodgrass, and Ince. Those guys are all going to be key this season, I think, to the success for Hull. And I'm going to say that they're going to be a lot farther away from the drop zone than last season. So, yeah, they're going to be 15th. And 14th, I'm going to say, is going to be... I say West Ham United because they're just a very consistent club in general. And, you know, Matthew Jarvis is, you know, he's alright. Diame's alright. You know, there's some... Stuart Downing's even alright. So, you know, they got a lot of alright players. And when you put an alright... A lot of alright players, you get an alright team. So that's, you know, I'm just going to say for 14th, that's definitely going to be West Ham. I think 14th is a reasonable spot for them. And 13th, we're going to have... Alright, for 13th place, I'm picking Crystal Palace because they had a fantastic end to last season. But, you know, they're a little bit of an iffy side. You know, their players hit hot streaks when others hit cold streaks. And, you know, you just need those certain players that be on the hot streak the whole time. And, you know, for Crystal Palace, I think they're going to do pretty good this season. You know, I'm actually, you know, a little bit bummed with myself. I'm not putting them higher in this. Especially because I'm putting QPR ahead of them. But, you know, I think Crystal Palace are going to have a great season this year. And if they don't even, you know, 13th is just maybe an understatement. If they get top 10, I won't even be surprised. So for 12th, my 12th pick is going to be... Alright, for 12th place, I'm going to say Southampton, the Saints, because Liverpool basically bought the whole team alone while the other good players went to other teams. So Southampton is going to really have to rebuild, but they have a lot of money, so that's why I'm not putting them any lower than this. because I think they're gonna actually, well, maybe not in this transfer like the rest of the summer window, but I think in the January window they're gonna rebuild this team and make it another contender like they had last season, and hopefully we'll see them back battling for Europe soon. But yeah, for now I'm gonna say 12th, and in 11th place I'm going to put. Alright, for 11th place, I'm finally going to put Queen's Park Rangers in there, because they actually have a lot of Premier League quality players already from the championship. Well, even when they went through the championship, they came back up and they still had a few good Premier League players. And they have Loic Remy, who failed his medical with Liverpool. So and Remy is fantastic. So if they can keep Remy healthy this season, I think QPR are going to be battling for the top 10. I really do. And then we're going to go into, I think, the top 10 now with... I'm putting the lone Welsh side in there with Swansea City, because Wilfred Boney alone, I think they actually loaned out Michu. I'd have to, you know, check that, but Wilfred Boney will be a key this season. He is just a beast, all around beast mode of a player. So with him, I think Swansea are just going to barely edge that top 10. And they're going to have a fantastic season. And then we're going to come back here with 9th place in a second. And it is going to be... I'm going to say Stoke City, because they have been just fantastic. They were like fantastic last year. And now they're bringing in Diouf. So hopefully, like, you know, if he can get some striker going on with Slenderman there, you know, Peter Crushwell, gangly guy, you know, very gangly. If they can, you know, together, if they can start to score some goals and bring that offense into Stoke City with the great defense that they already have, it is going to be a tough side to beat. So 9th, I think, is going to be the spot where I'm going to put Stoke in this video. And then in 8th place, we're going to have... So in 8th place, I'm putting Newcastle United, and that's just because Newcastle have a very strong team with a lot of strong players, but they just don't have their Johan Cabaye anymore. They just don't have that player in the midfield that really made them a team. And it was really devastating for them when Johan Cabaye left, because you just saw their form went from pretty good to just died. It literally died. So until they find that Johan Cabaye player, I'm not going to put them in the battle for Europe. I can't do it. In 7th place, though, we have... Alright, for 7th place, I'm placing the Tottenham Hotspur. And that's just because, I don't know, Tottenham just don't have their... Like, again, it's just like the Newcastle without Johan Cabaye. They don't have the Gareth Bale to really push them. They don't have that one player to carry them. Unless Shadley or Adebayor or any of those guys step up, they're just not going to quite get there. They're not going to quite get into Europe. So 7th is where I'm going to put them. And then for 6th, battling for Europe, I'm going to put... So for 6th place, I'm going to put Everton, because I think Everton's going to be a fantastic club, and I'm not going to be surprised if they do better than what I'm saying now. But even with, like, they got their big striker, they got Lukaku, they signed him up from Chelsea, and that's going to be a huge signing for them. And I think Everton are having a fantastic season, and honestly, with the top 6 here that I'm going to be placing, I have no idea how this is going to go down. I really do not plan on getting this completely right. But yeah, I'm going to pick Everton for 6. They're just going to miss out on Europe, but they'll definitely be in the fight for it. And in 5th place, in the Europa League, I'm going to put... Alright, well, the Europa League spot, this was such a hard decision. I've actually been sitting here for literally 5 minutes trying to think of why I should pick a team for 5th, even though all 4 of these teams deserve Champions League football. But at the end of the day, I'm going to put Liverpool, and I know I really didn't want to do this, because I really like the side that Liverpool's bringing in next season, and I know Sturridge is going to do exactly what Suarez did, and all that, but I think the breakdown point is going to be that Liverpool have way too many new players who aren't really accustomed to the big league. Well, I guess they are accustomed to it, but they're gonna struggle a little bit, because all the players are gonna have to get used to each other at the beginning of the season, and they're gonna lose some points at the beginning of the season, I think, anyway. And that's really the only difference I could pick between the top 4 teams, or top 5, I guess. It was really tough. So in 4th place, making the Champions League qualifier, is going to be... Alright, so for 4th place, you know, it took me a long time to choose, but I'm going to put Manchester United, because I think they're going to struggle at a few points in the season with their new manager, and it's going to be tough, but with just the Premier League to focus on, I would like to put them higher, because they're just focusing on the Premier League, I think, for this season, unless, you know, FA Cup or something. They want to win a cup, so I think they're focusing mostly on the Premier League, but 4th, I'm going to put 4th on them. It's been really tough to make these decisions, but I'm going to put 4th on them. And number 3rd place, or well, the team in 3rd place is going to be third place. I'm putting Arsenal, because they've been a team that struggles against other big clubs the last seasons, and you can't struggle against big teams and expect to win the title. But I'm gonna take that back if Alexis Sanchez does, you know, really break out at Arsenal, and I think he will. And that's why I put Arsenal a little bit higher than 4th, where they normally finish, is because they do have Alexis Sanchez, and I think he's going to score quite a few goals this season. So 3rd place for Arsenal is what I am going to predict. In 2nd place, I do predict I'm going to place Manchester City, and I'm going to put City there, because I just, you know, I think City's going to do fantastic, but the team, I'll explain why Manchester City's 2nd when I explain why I picked Chelsea 1st. And it's not because they're my favorite team, but yeah. So I'm going to put City 2nd, and in 1st place it's going to be Chelsea, but I'm going to do the thing anyway. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, so Chelsea being my Premier League winners this season, because you already take the best midfield in the Premier League, like in my eyes anyway. You had like Hazard, Willian. That was a beast team. That was a beast lineup, and then you add Fabregas to it. Okay, that is getting a little bit overpowered, and then you get Costa up front, who's looked pretty good in, you know, in preseason football, and you just give Chelsea a good striker who's going to score a lot of goals, and it's going to be a good season for them. And I think Chelsea, because of that reason, are going to win the Premier League. Not because they're my favorite, even though they are, but I just think that with Costa and Fabregas, it's going to be a pretty tough team to break down. So yeah, that is my top team prediction. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I know a lot of you people are going to be like, you're an idiot, but I don't really care. You know, I want you guys to comment below what you guys expect, like, you know, what your guys' predictions are going to be for the Premier League. And then, you know, maybe just before the Premier League starts, I'm going to make another video based on what you guys say. And then I'm going to put what your guys' predictions, and I'm going to, you know, average it out, and then we'll see from there. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Remember to follow me on Twitter also. I would love to hear your guys' predictions on Twitter as well. It's like @TheMrSteezy. It'll be on the screen for you guys to put into Twitter and follow me up. And yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy the Premier League this season, because it is going to be good. So guys, thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day, and amen. Swing on this, Busquets. Oh! Yeah! What a goal, Colombia! It's 3-2. It's 3-2. We've come back from 3-0 down to 3-2.